Yo, so this is crazy because like after I believe it was like 5 or 6 years ago, the girl that I'm about to discuss on this live faked her death or something on YouTube, and I had been following her content for like a few years before that. So I think it was when I first got on YouTube, like maybe a couple of years after I got on YouTube, I found, came across her channel. And I used to watch her videos, watching her talk about relationships and men, and then she started talking about the gender war that was going on YouTube. And because I became popular on YouTube like just a few months after I first made my first YouTube channel, and it was a big spectacle about one of my videos, and she was just one of the people that was talking about the gender war, and I think that's how I came across her channel. But her name is Soncerae Smith, and about 5 years ago she had faked her death or something like that, and I had immediately, right when it was posted that she was dead, and then she went live on her channel. Or well, I believe it was her. Of course it was her. I know it was her now because she wasn't really dead, but somebody had went live on her channel, which I believe was her, and then she was it seemed fake, and it seemed like she was playing games. So after that I got real pissed off because I thought she really had died then, and I quickly realized she was lying. But I just wanted to make a video about her now because they're saying that she passed away, and now I believe it because it's like on, line that, her obituary is online, and her daughter posted pictures of her in the hospital. So at this point, I believe that it's real that she did die, and it's real sad because black women gotta use her. Like, her life is a real example of how pathetic a lot of black women end up being in their lifespan. She spent a lot of time on social media talking about relationships and men, and she got involved with this bitch ass dude, and she made a whole public spectacle out of this relationship she had with this dude. And it was just embarrassing. The dude dropped her and left her in a hotel. She was homeless. She didn't know where to stay. I mean, she literally died homeless, and then, in the same situation she was in, like when she started talking to this dude that it kind of went viral on YouTube because I don't know if y'all familiar with Tommy Sotomayor, but him and the girl that passed away, they used to go back and forth. Like he would make videos harassing her and humiliating her and talking shit about her. And I remember the dude that she had talked to, um, the dude that she had got pregnant by or whatever, who left her. He had got on the man's channel, the Tommy Sotomayor's. He went on his podcast and they both was trashing her at one point. I mean, it was just crazy. Like, I can't explain. I'm like, if y'all don't know who Soncerae is, y'all just, I mean, you don't know, but go look up her channel because I don't know if her old videos are up. I don't know if she deleted them or what happened, but I think some of her old content is still up, and that'll give you an understanding of who she is and what you know um what she her talking points on her channel, like a written, like back, I don't know if you can go that far back on her channel, but you might be able to go find old videos of her talking about relationships, stuff like that. But the point is, she literally died doing the same thing. Like, I mean, black women, it's so embarrassing because she really had fantasies in her head about finding a man and get married, and it was real sad. It's sad that she died, and she went out like she went out because she was so male obsessed. Like, she was so male centered, male obsessed, and it's embarrassing. Most black women live their lifespan like she did, worrying about dudes, trying to romanticizing these males, and like literally her last few years, That's when she had changed her channel, because she used to just talk rational about relationships, and then she changed her whole aesthetic on her channel and started talking, doing that gas up shit, like, you know, uh, calling women, pathetic, and saying that these men need, just buffering these males, being a male apologist. Like, that's what she spent her last years doing, and she still died alone, sick with her autistic son in a freaking hotel. Like, she literally went out like that. It's crazy. Because all of that ass kissing these males, all of that male apology crap, all of the bullshit. I mean, even these males was on the internet at one point stalking her ass. Like, I was sitting here watching all of it. Like, they was literally stalking her at one point. They was stalking her, making constant videos. They made whole channels stalking her. And I wish she would have just gotten off social media and lived her life and got her shit together, instead of continuing to stay on here gassing up these fucking males and embarrassing herself. And now she's dead. And she don't have shit to show for nothing. She has years and years of her life on social media. Like, you can literally look it up. Years of worrying about these males, trying to find Mr. Right, and apologizing for males, and just being weird and delusional. And black women live their lives like this. This is not a one-off thing. Like, black women don't end up like her. Like, y'all black women need to decenter these males, okay? Stop having these kids, because that's what fucked her up in the long run. Because she has 2 kids, or had 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? She has a daughter and a son, right? The daughter is older, so she's like in her early 20s, I think, now. If she wouldn't have had that son, she would have been okay, because she would have been able to get her shit together if she didn't have to worry about an extra child. So she would have not been prioritizing these. Like, if she would have decentered these males and not been caring about that kind of shit, trying to be with somebody and getting pregnant, she would have probably been better off in her last year. She probably wouldn't have died this young, because I'm pretty sure a lot of her deteriorating health had something to do with being homeless, stressed out, under constant stress, and dealing with that baby daddy and all of that drama. Like, that took years off her life. I'm almost certain that's probably why she didn't make it. So it's just sad, you know what I'm saying? A lot of black women go out like that. Most black women spend their lives worrying about males and trying to find Mr. Right and trying to have a life, build a life with a male. And then they end up dead and alone and broke every single time. I mean, how many times did this have to happen for black women to wake the fuck up? Ain't no nigga gonna save you. Like, ain't no. I don't. Most of the black women who going out, either a man taking them out, either he taking them out physically, just murdering them and taking them out, or the woman is dying of stress dealing with one of them. Like, that's how a lot of these millennials and Gen X is going out. And it's sad. It needs to stop. I'm glad that her life was documented on social media, so women can see this, how pathetic it is, how it looks, how it starts and how it ends. Like, I'm glad that's out here, so you can see it. How many of these females dropping like flies, dead, broke, and always dying broke. They obsessed with males. They male apologists, but end up dead and broke. No man looking out for them. Like, why she ain't have, because she prided herself, like, on a lot of her content, she would talk about how many dudes was her best friends, and she would act like, oh, I got a lot of good men in my life and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, considering how she went out, I don't believe that. She was a male apologist. Because if you really had a lot of friends, how in the hell did you end up dead in a hotel by yourself? She has a bit. This it could be fake, but I highly doubt it at this point that it's fake because I mean it's an obituary online of her, and there's a picture on her page. Her daughter announced that she's dead. She actually physically got on her channel and said that she was dead, and then she put the picture up of her in the hospital with a tube down her throat. So I don't know. That looked real to me. So unless somebody got some proof that she's not dead, like I don't see no evidence to suggest that she's not dead. Now before when she faked her death, it did look fake. I mean, people were continuing to post on her channel and say they were going to use her channel to um continue her content, and that seemed suspicious. But this time I don't know. The girl's name is Soncerae. That's what her name is, Soncerae. You look her up. Her channel is called Black Macho. That's her channel now. And she's just a random chick on YouTube, a YouTuber who's been making videos for a really long time. She was on social media when I got on, and I started doing YouTube when back in 2012. So she was on here years before me. So she's been on here for a good 20 years. Okay, so yeah. And they're saying that she's dead now. Like they're saying it announced that she's dead. Well, her daughter got on her channel and announced that she's dead. And I looked it up, and she has an obituary online and pictures of her being in the hospital. So, like I said, at this moment, I don't see any evidence that suggests that she's not dead. I mean, she could be faking again, but looks like it could be real. It don't even, you know what? But the thing is, it really don't fucking matter because that's how she's gonna die anyway. Like, even if she's pretending again, this is probably gonna be how she really goes out. Because if she's faking her death this many times, eventually it's gonna be real, and her life will be this legacy. I don't see anything getting better for her ass. Period. So regardless of if it's real or fake, this is still her legacy, faking her fucking death on the internet. And that's another sad part is, the other time, I don't know if she was trying to get some money or whatever. That was pathetic too. Like you a male apologist, and you on the internet constantly talking about males and gassing them up and doing all of this thirsty shit, and yet you gotta fake your death to get some money. That's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? So either way you float the boat, like that shit is embarrassing and it's sad. And the reality is black women are going out like this. A lot of black women go out, they die lonely, miserable, poor, stressed, pressed, delusional. You know what I'm saying? They be delusional as hell, waiting for some dude to save them. And she just a prime example. She just an example of that shit. And most of these black women on YouTube, all of them are gonna go out like this. That's the sad part. They all gonna end up. These YouTuber chicks don't have a life. The ones who are showing their face and actually putting investment in their channels, these women are pathetic. They all male apologists. They all are always talking about relationships that they don't have, pushing propaganda, trying to get women obsessed about being picked and preferred and liked. And then, these women are delusional. They be selling them delusions about relationships and about marriage and all this. It's pathetic. A lot of black women gonna go out like this. You gonna see their legacy just like hers. Like all these years of being fucking pathetic on the internet, worrying about these pathetic males, while if they on the internet all the time, they ain't got no money, and this is probably their only source of income. because of how much they put content out and how much videos they make. So they all gonna be ending up going out like this because there ain't none of these chicks got no man that cares about them. They ain't got shit. They out on here because they this is their career, this is their job. They talking all that garbage about these males being, apologizing for these beasts and calling women out and doing all this thirsty ass shit, and yet look at their lifespan. Like, they're not going anywhere. Yeah, I think she's dead this time for real. Last time I called her out, with lying about being dead, but this time it looked like it's real because her daughter went on her channel and actually announced it. So her daughter didn't do that shit last time. Remember, it was her playing games on the internet last time. So she said, it was just random, random post about her being dead last time, but this time it's an obituary online, and then there's her a post from her daughter, and then there's a picture of her in the hospital with a tube down her throat and looking like she really had some breathing issues. So I'm assuming that this is real this time and she actually is dead. But what I'm talking about is her legacy on social media, how pathetic it is. Because she really was still, till her last few months alive, she was still being delusional. If you go on her page, like her Facebook and her video, she was still, waiting for this lifestyle that wasn't ever coming. And it's sad. A lot of these women be doing this on social media. They live a life of delusion. They be on this internet trying to get fame or trying to get picked and liked and preferred and shit, doing this little goofy ass male apologist routine, and they end up not getting shit out of it. She definitely was a fucking pick me in the of the worst kind, because the fuck, you ended up having some dusty ass dude's baby, and he left your ass in a hotel by yourself. Like, the fuck. She's the prime example of a female who should have got an abortion. That's why the fuck you get one, so you won't end up like that, because that shit was ridiculous. Period. I would have aborted if it was me. If I get pregnant and the dude saying he don't fuck with me, and he want to go back to his wife, because she knew all of this stuff before she had the baby. Like, she knew this when she was pregnant, that he was starting to act funny, like, he didn't want to fuck with her. Because I watched the whole thing on her channel. Like, I watched the videos of all of it happening at the time that it was happening. So she had every opportunity to abort. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could have terminated that pregnancy and been straight. If she would have did that and understood that he didn't want to be with her, and that was about to be some little goofy ass shit. And that was, to me, that was what was so embarrassing about Soncerae, is her level of maturity. Like, she acted like a little girl, like she was kind of delayed. You know what I'm saying? Like, something was mentally wrong with her, because the way she was delusional and fantasized about relationships and being with dudes, it was weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, she couldn't even see that dude that she was with was fucking a buster. She didn't see it. She couldn't. She really thought, oh, I'm gonna still have this baby anyway. He's just gonna come. I'm like, girl, you too old for that shit, because she older than me. And I'm like, how in the fuck is you romanticizing this fucking bum? And then she started going on all of this tyrant about him being a bum and not having his life together. And I'm like, but you the one got pregnant by him, though. So what does that say about yourself? You let him impregnate your ass and you didn't terminate it when you knew that he didn't want to be with you. And that's what was pissing a lot of people off that was watching her videos at the time, because she kept whining and complaining, and people was like, girl, you moving all fucked up. And you can't really blame nobody but yourself, because he made it real clear. You know what I'm saying? First of all, he wasn't divorced, so you was dating somebody who you knew was still married, Anytime a nigga still married, you can't trust no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like she was really delusional, and she just remind me of the average black woman's mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it's sad. It's really sad that she went out like this. Like people don't even believe it. People don't even take her seriously. Like they mocking her death all over the internet. She's still getting stalked by some dudes on social media. No, they still stalking her. They still talking shit, and it's like I just feel bad. Like it's just embarrassing. Yeah, that's all she talking about. But it's a lot of black women on YouTube who does the same content. So I feel like they should use Soncerae as an example of their life. You know what I'm saying? Living a life of pathetic, just being pathetic on the internet, spreading propaganda to other females, trying to get other women to romanticize these fucked up males and all of this nonsense when you ain't got shit popping off. Ain't no dude giving you nothing. You ain't getting nothing out of the dudes that you got pregnant by. Like I'm getting so tired of black women going out like that. I'm getting tired of seeing that shit. Where they are with these nicknogs and they die without having a house, having anything tangible from the bums that they fuck with. How you have two kids and you ain't got shit? You know what I'm saying? How is that possible? I know black women with 4 kids from 2 baby daddy or 3 baby daddies, and you ain't got shit to show for it. How the fuck you push out a motherfucking human being attached to this bitch ass dude and you don't have nothing to show for it? That's crazy to me. Two two human beings on this motherfucking earth came out of your womb and you ain't get shit from the daddies? Fuck is wrong with you? That's some deep shit. That's deep. That's the deepest level deep in my mind because these are human beings that you let live out of you, and you ain't got shit from the daddies. It's like you're a nobody to these niggas you got pregnant by. Like I just don't understand. That shit is fucking crazy when I think about it. You just willy nilly pushing out life attached to these fucking dirty, disgusting, primitive bums. And you ain't got nothing to show for it. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no house. You ain't got no nothing. And then dead. And then dead. Like all of that shit just to end up dead. I just don't. I'm sorry, y'all. This just when I think about that shit, it just boggles my fucking mind that it's real. Cause it's fucking crazy. Like it's insane. And so many black women just in this situation. Just think about how many black women be getting pregnant by bum ass ain't shit dudes that won't provide them with shit. Like they just broke. She gotta rely on her one source of income for her to pay all her bills. But she got human motherfucking beings that she pushed out by some bitch ass dude that's still alive. Like he's not dead. I could see if he was dead and then he can't do nothing because he's dead. But bitch, he alive and you still relying on your one source of income. What the y'all, shit is crazy. And I don't think the average black woman think about it because I mean they can't be because they still having these fucking kids. Then you fucked up enough. I hope the daughter, because she has a daughter. I hope she not dumb as. I hope she has some level of intelligence and to not end up like her mama. Because she's still on YouTube and it's like, she trying to figure out what she about to do on social media. And I'm like, Your mama did not do well on social media. You need to leave social media the fuck alone, okay? You need to get a job. Do what your mama wouldn't do. Don't be on here fucking around because it's not. It ain't for no woman should be doing this shit. Not for a living. Not for real. Putting their business out there and their face out there like fuck no. And please don't mess with these bum ass dudes. Like I hope she don't end up like her mom, getting pregnant and then just looking stupid as hell. Like, because I don't feel like, I feel like when you bird brained and you're not very sophisticated about how you move in life as a female, like if you are like that, then your daughter more than likely gonna be like you. Like I don't feel like these daughters are smart enough to, you know, do their own thing that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like if they mama is slow, because it's a lot of young females who are getting baby trapped right now. You know, so I know the mamas are dumb as fuck. Cause you push these kids out. You the breadwinner. You mainly the one taking care of them with your own money, and then you stupid enough to let your daughter get pregnant, and then your stupid ass be taking care of her kids too. Like you just gonna let dudes keep running through y'all, huh? You just gonna let them keep impregnating you, your daughter, whoever the fuck else, and you just gonna keep the bullshit going. Sorry about that, y'all. So yeah, man, it's just crazy to me, and I see it all the time, and I think about stuff like that in my head, like all of these women walking around with kids from these bitch ass males, and these males are just able to freely roam around the earth while these women are working hard to take care of their children on their fucking own. And even if you put a motherfucker on child support, it don't matter, because it's like they so poor and broke that little child support ain't nothing. It's not even enough to get you by. And y'all having whole black women having whole kids, whole families with this trash, and ending up dead, sick, and it's gonna be more of that to come. Like just early deaths, because I don't see how working like a dog and working for no pay pretty much, because I mean now you need about 4 incomes, so you just gonna be working like a slave, like a dog, just to not earn a living. I can only imagine that it's gonna cause early deaths in large numbers. Like it's gonna have to, because how in the fuck would it not? You ain't got no health insurance, no good health insurance like that if you working for no pay, because these jobs don't come with no decent benefits, and they're not paying nobody shit. So that proves that these companies that women are working for don't value them as employees. You got the fucking government against your ass. They ain't trying to do any incentives to help women out who are with these bitch ass males who ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? And then these males can't even pay rent, just like I've been saying on the last, a few lives that I've been doing, because it's like I'm trying to make sense out of that shit. Like these dudes really can't pay rent. It's not even a question. It's not even a conversation being had on Black Ashy YouTube about the fact that the average Negro can't pay rent. He can't provide his kids or anywhere, including himself, anywhere to stay. The average Negro can't even afford that, right? By himself. So women are having kids for fucking what again? Like bitches out here trying to have whole families for what? And these niggas can't pay rent? Crazy. So I'm imagining that A lot of black women are going to be going out like Soncerae and the many other black women who went out like that. You know what I'm saying? Like destitute, stressed, tired, broke, poor. I mean, the shit really ain't shocking to me. I feel like my brain is programmed to accept shit like that. Like, it's not shocking. Like, these black female young deaths are not going to be shocking to me. I'm already desensitized from it because, I mean, the way these black women, like, even with the femicide rate, the way that black women be going out with these niggas just taking them out is already high. Then you got the mortality rate with them in the hospital and shit, giving birth. So I'm sure these deaths are going to be very. I see it happening. That's why I'm like I don't even understand why these black women are getting pregnant. That's why I don't understand what the fuck is going on, because I'm like, they don't realize that they're gonna be dead soon. Like, this is a death trap. Stress kills. Like, you can't be healthy in a world that don't value your life. And when your life is devalued, you can't be healthy. You can't live a healthy lifestyle. It costs money to be healthy. It costs money to afford a decent lifestyle, like decent medical insurance, decent hospitals, decent doctors. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit costs money. That shit ain't cheap and it ain't free. So even if they have free health care, that's just to kill your ass off. Duh. Like, you think free health care is to keep you alive? Yeah, right. That shit is a death trap in itself. The fuck? They have medicines to kill your ass off when you're poor. They give you the worst shit possible. That's why the fuck with poor black people, you don't see no resolve. Like, anytime they're sick, there's no resolve. The motherfuckers stay sick until they're dead. You know what I'm saying? They don't get no real care. They're dismissed. If you have a mortality rate with just the black women giving birth, then you already know what's going to happen if you're really sick. You know what I'm saying? Your ass is dead meat. The fuck? They ain't gonna keep you alive. They don't even give a fuck about no pregnant black woman. They'll kill her the fuck off. So is this any complications? She's good as dead, as far as the statistics are concerned. So yeah, like, expect more black women dying like that, dying broke, homeless, and fucked up, and having their kids going into foster care and shit, because that's what's about to happen in large numbers. The younger the black woman is having children, the more likely she'll die young. That's what I'm thinking. Because who the fuck about to keep her ass alive? Who? Only way that's possible is if she have young parents who are young enough to be her homies and roommate with her ass. Like, that's about it. Because if she has older parents, they gonna get old. Then what the fuck is she gonna do when she ain't got that support system anymore? Because we know her Nog ain't about to do shit. They ain't been doing shit statistically, historically, so they won't be doing shit now. In the future. Now, present tense, and in the future. They're not gonna do shit. They don't have no history of it. They don't have no nothing. So yeah, it's gonna be more young black women going the fuck out like that. So, I mean, if you're dumb enough to get pregnant and get caught up with one of these bitch ass niggas and putting all of your eggs in a bitch nigga basket, and then being a worker, like, you're going to work to get a dollar, overwork, work. I'm pretty sure you're gonna die really young. Like, I'm almost certain of it. Because I don't know how the fuck people not even supposed to be working like that. Like, that shit ain't even normal. When you stress working, it's one thing to be comfortably working. Like, you're good. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to take some days off, if you want to work part-time, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you can take breaks when the fuck you need to. But if you are working to earn a dollar, like you literally are so poor that as soon as you get your check, it's gone in one fucking day, few days, and you working like that you're stress working, meaning that you working your ass off for your next check because you don't have any money, and you trying to take on more responsibilities and more hours, you're as good as dead. Like I don't see nobody living out, living a long lifespan. I just don't see nobody living a long lifespan in that situation. I don't. And the way that these dudes are, the stuff that these dudes are pushing for, you know what I'm saying? Like they pushing for women to be the breadwinners and be these boss women, these masculine boss women, these fucking business women, these bosses and shit. The way they keep advertising that on the internet, it's clear that they don't have no. And I mean, they dressing up like bitches too. Like if you really pay attention to them, they like trying to push this bitch boy aesthetic, constantly wearing girl clothes and little knitted shirts and doing little faggot stuff. So you already know they trying to furthermore emasculate themselves. So it's clear that they trying to be bitches, and that's the standard. They setting the standard of being a bitch and not being a man and not doing shit. So it's clear that they don't have nothing in their minds to ever be of any service and any help to any female that they're dealing with. They pushing the bitch boy aesthetic. You notice how the celebrity, and then notice how the celebrity males, they push this bitch boy image with the little girly ass clothes and shit, but yet they paying all they baby mamas all their money. Every hoe that they done got pregnant is like getting thousands and thousands of dollars a month, but yet they using their celebrity to push the bitch boy aesthetic to the masses, to the public. I wanted to make a video about that shit because I just noticed that with these Nick dogs, they always pushing a bitch boy aesthetic, like wearing really girly ass, weird ass clothes, looking like a emasculated hoe. Cam Newton bitch ass always look like a hoe on all of his podcasts. Chris Brown was just looking like a bitch at that little fashion show. Like they always are pushing the bitch boy aesthetic. So it's real clear to me that that's the narrative they trying to control. That they are a emasculated bitch, and the regular average nigga now, like I said, can't even afford to pay rent. So they asses are broke bitch boys. You know what I'm saying? But Chris Brown and them, they rich bitch boys. They look like a hoe and promote being looking like a weak ass little hoe. But their money, they still have money though. So it's like any sluts fucking with them gonna get a payoff. But the average dude, they pushing the bitch boy aesthetic, but they don't have no money. That's the difference. So yeah. Like I said, I think these black women gonna be going out. I really do. I think the average black woman knows she not gonna live long. I think they starting to understand that a little bit. Like, I mean, you can try to live long if you don't have no kids. You can try to live long because I mean, at that point, you can live you can live a certain lifestyle when you don't have no kids. You don't have no man. You don't have to deal with these bitch niggas fucking up your money and causing problems. You can survive a little bit better, a little less stressed, which could, promote longevity in your lifespan, and less stress and less sickness. But if you have those kids, it's pretty much a wrap. And Soncerae is a prime example. Her life went downhill after she had that baby. Like when she had that baby, that's when her life spiraled out of control, and that was the beginning stage of her downfall. That was the beginning stage of her, the beginning of the end. That whole situation led to her death. It's not a game. It's not a game. Like, it's real. It's real out here, y'all. You can literally end up dead. Like, you could. It's so easy to die these days. Like it is, and y'all need to realize with the boomers, that's all of the elders were able to get to their age because the world was different when they were growing up. You have to realize that. You know, I don't think our generation gonna make it as long as they did. I know they're not, because statistically, women outlive men. That's a statistical fact. That was with the boomer. That's with the elders. That was what the stats were saying, is that the women were outliving the males. So that was how it was then, even in a better economy when shit was different, which was more livable in those times. Now it's less livable. And you notice how these niggas be dying young as fuck now. They're not even making it to damn 50 and 60. You feel me? They dying young as fuck. So I think that the women gonna follow that same pattern, which, dying younger. Because stress kills. How to take care of disabled children, or even just children in general, even if they're not disabled, and then dealing with a fucked up male who's adding stress, and then on top of that, you got to worry about money, you got to worry about who's gonna take care of your parents. You know what I'm saying? Because that becomes an issue when they get old. You know what I'm saying? All of the resources drying the fuck up. Nobody has any money. So that's adding more stress to the situation. Yeah, we're not making it. I don't even know. Like I said, just me understanding all of this is why I wouldn't even fucking consider having any more kids. And I don't understand why the average fucking female don't think like that. Like, most of them are weed heads. Most of the black women out here, they drug addicts. Like, that's why I know them bitches are fucked up. Like, because they just drug addicts. They popping. They doing all the shit the dudes are doing. So I know they're not going to be living long because they drug addicts too. You have to do drugs to fuck with these niggas because they do drugs. And if they a fucking cokehead or a fucking heroin addict or a pill popper or a fentanyl fucker or whatever you want to call them, if they on that shit, you gonna be on that shit. You are what you hang around. So yeah, if you're the niggas you fuck with are drug addicts, you gonna more than likely be doing whatever drugs they're doing. If they're a weed head, you're gonna be a weed head. So they always smoking weed all the time. You're gonna be smoking weed all the time. So I don't see this generation living long. I really just don't. So um yeah, I just don't see it happening, y'all. I'm looking at the chat. I don't see nobody saying anything. Y'all leave some comments so I can see if y'all even can hear me right now, because y'all not saying anything. So I'm not really seeing anybody. Okay, all right. So yeah, y'all. So how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like, y'all gonna have a long, healthy life with these males, or are you feeling like you're not? Or what's your opinion about all of this? How do y'all feel about, these situations, like with all these young black women dying off every other day? Like, this shit ain't a game. I be seeing, you go to the femicide website, it's like, damn, you see how many of them are dropping? And then that's just murder. That's just simply murder. Them getting murdered. What about the ones who are dying of diabetes, stress, All kinds of shit. You know, heart attacks, car accidents. Because there's a lot of other shit taking our asses out. It's not just, you know what I'm saying? It's not just femicide. That's just the main thing. So I don't think a lot of I don't think my generation are you know is alarmed about anything. That's probably the main fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Our you know millennials and Gen Z is kind of retarded to me. They just don't even think about this shit. I don't think they expect to live long. That's probably what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like they already know they're gonna be dying, so they don't think about it. They don't care about it. It's like let's just have kids just to fucking have them. It don't matter if we're gonna be able to really have a decent lifespan to actually raise them. Who fucking cares? Like just have them. Let's just have them. Like let's just have families that's gonna be fucked up and poor and have a whole bunch of bitch ass niggas, drug addict ass daddies who are fucking mentally primitive and dumb and don't know how to barely read or write. Let's just have a family. Who cares? That's how I feel about the black community. I feel like that's how the average black motherfucker thinks. Which is why black people are not to be taken seriously. They're just not. Because I swear they don't think about none of this shit. This society is trash. Like, this shit ain't going nowhere. Y'all don't see that it ain't going no fucking where? When they start attacking the women, you know that's the end of life, right? The fuck? How you gonna have life without the women? Like, how's that possible? And they attacking women, especially black women. And if we go down, they all go down because this whole fucked up ass little nasty ass little society they have built is based on us. Anyway, that's how the fuck everybody coming here thriving is off of the backs of black women. These pieces of shit ain't doing that. They ain't contributing shit. We built this bitch. Like, what y'all talking about? And I'm talking about in every society because the shit started with us. And that's a biological fact. Yeah, the shit is not normal. It's very deadly. Like, having children is very, very, very deadly right at this point. Having a family with an eggnog is dead. It's a death trap. Because they don't even expect to be here. Do you understand that the average Negro don't even expect, he don't even expect to live long? Like, I remember I was talking to my brother and he was saying, we was talking about something um about his health or about health in general because he's like a serious alcoholic and it's clear that he not gonna live long. But I was asking him a question and he was like, well, I don't expect to live that long. I don't think I'm gonna be making it. And I was like, damn. I was like, that's how y'all really be thinking. So they be really living, a lot of these males be living their life like they're gonna be dead tomorrow because they don't really expect to live long, especially the black dudes. They don't. That's why the hell it's so easy for them to be drug addicts, like to be a cokehead or a weed head or an alcoholic. That's why it's so easy for them to drug out because they don't expect to be here. They not trying to preserve their life because they don't feel like they're gonna live long. So they like living life to the like they on some shit where they don't give a fuck. I don't think the average black woman understands that either. That they don't give a fuck. Niggas be living their life by the day because they don't expect to be here long. So they don't be living their life for future planning. They live their life for today. So when they get women pregnant, it's for today. They don't be thinking, oh, well, my child's this age and this is. They do not think like that at all. The average Nick doll do not even think about that. They don't have no future tense planning or care. They don't. I'm telling you, especially if they're a drug addict. The main way you'll know that dealing with them is if he's like a drug addict. I'm telling you, if he a drug addict, like he smoke a lot of weed or he drink a lot of alcohol and he's always drugged up, he does not expect to live long. He's not planning shit. He planning his death. So anytime you dealing with a drug addict, and most black males are drug addicts. Just like look at young homie Quan, that rapper. Look at the rappers. Them niggas be rich. You would think, oh well, they made it. You know what I'm saying? They got their little contract. They making a little bit of money. They don't have to worry about the average Nick Dog's fears because they have some money. Them bitch niggas live like it's their last day too. They don't live like they gonna live long and they gonna pass nothing down or be there for their fucking kids. These niggas be living like one day at a time. Like, I could be here tomorrow, today, and dead tomorrow. I might as well do whatever the fuck I want to do. That's how niggas really be living. And I see it. I've always saw it. I've always saw it like that. I always seen them like that. And that's why I really didn't fuck with them. That's why I didn't want to ever be in a real relationship or be married and none of that clown ass shit. Because I was like, what the fuck? Marry a nigga for what? If he ain't rich, what's the point of marrying him? Because at the end of the day, you know, when he's dead, am I really going to get shit out of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. He just going to be dead and I'm going to be left with these damn kids. I always thought of niggas like that in my head. I always thought of the situation like that in my head. Like, no, nigga, no. Like, you're not the type to. What the fuck would I get married to you for? I'm not going to benefit at all from being married at all. That's a death trap. That's number one, a death trap. Like bonding myself, not bonding, bounding myself to a man is a death trap to me. The fuck? Why wouldn't it be a death trap? You don't give a fuck. You don't have to care. I have to care. All of the care is gonna be me. On me. It's gonna be on me. It's gonna be my responsibility to do all the caring because you niggas don't give a fuck. I never thought they gave a fuck. I really never thought they cared. I never, as a kid, I didn't think they gave a fuck. They didn't look like they gave a fuck to me. None of my uncles, none of the men in my life looked like they cared about shit. Except for maybe my granddaddy, but he old, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he was from a whole different earlier generation where I don't know if the men from my granddaddies, like the early 1900s, I don't know if they were future planning males or if they just had an attitude about taking care of their business. Like, I feel like they was just instilled, it was instilled in them and beat into them pretty much to care about handling shit. Like, it was a big responsibility. And it was death if you didn't do it. So they was living their life like also the same way, like it's death. It's a death sentence if I don't work these fields. It's a death sentence if I don't work. I have to work as a man or I won't live. Like, if I don't work a day, I'll be dead tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think death back then, you know, put fear in them or something. They was you know, living off of the notion that I can die. If I don't do this, I'm gonna die. If I don't do this, I can get killed I could get lynched. I could get whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or society will come down on me if I don't produce what I need to produce and provide. You know what I'm saying? I think it's what it was. They whole mentality was different, but this new shit, these niggas don't care. They don't give a fuck about death. They welcome death. They speak death. They speak evil and death and negativity. They hate women. They hate kids. What the fuck sense do it make to be having families with males who hate kids and hate women and don't want to take care of nothing? And you can tell it's true because black women are the breadwinner. Bitch, how the fuck you? How are you a breadwinner if your males, the males care? If they really had care, how can they not pay rent? How in the fuck is these niggas out here working and they can't pay rent? How you care if you can't provide yourself with nowhere to live? That's not a problem for you. That don't ring something in your head that you need to be doing way more than what the fuck you doing in order to afford to live somewhere. They don't give a shit. They don't care, y'all. They don't care about having nowhere to live. If you don't care about having nowhere to live, you don't care about life. You can't care about life. You don't care if you live anywhere. That means you prepare for death. Because living somewhere is not important to your ass. Only thing they thinking is, oh, let me find a female to have somewhere to live and I'll just live off her ass. And if the bitch won't let me live off her, then I'll just kill her ass then. I swear that's how the average dude thinks. No, because y'all have to realize these males are the issue because they're trying to make us fuck with them. Like they creating a environment now where they trying to stop us women from being single mothers or being single period, just refraining from having males and kids. They trying to stop us from doing that because they trying to make the average woman poor. They trying to make the average woman not be able to take care of herself by herself. So that's letting you know what shit they on because they don't even want the average woman. I told y'all they willing to fuck the world up to try to make us deal with them because they making shit so expensive that it's kind of stupid and ridiculous. The cost of living is fucking stupid. It don't even make any sense. So you trying to make it by yourself, they trying to make it impossible for you to even be able to do that. Because what the fuck 20-year-old got enough money to afford to pay rent and light and all of their bills? Like, the fuck? How they gonna be able to do it? You can't even be young. Like, what you supposed to skip being a younger fucking adult and go straight to being a damn grown, full functioning adult with all this money? You supposed to just skip? The fuck? You kind of build your finances up. That's what being a young adult is about. That's the process. You have to build up your education. You have to build up your time on a job. You have to build up your finance. You have to create a savings account. You have to work. Bitch, they trying to get us this. They trying to say you fuck all that. You just need to skirt right to being a fucking top of the company. You can't even be a regular. You can't be regular. You know what I'm saying? You got to be exceptional now. Like, what the fuck? Y'all think this is life? Y'all think that's realistic? You think that's a realistic expectation for, and mainly black people? You think that's a realistic expectation for black people? Like, fuck out of here. Yeah, every black motherfucker gonna become, get their bachelor's. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. And I don't give a fuck if you got that shit, because You still relying on these racist ass motherfuckers to give you a job, even if you reach that level of education. It don't matter. Like they don't have to give you no damn job if they don't want to. So you already know what they trying to do. And as a black woman, you already know you have kids young with no real support system like that. Like you're not gonna get out of that situation. You do want to. No, it's very hard to get. You have to have a lot of extra support in order to be a young parent and get a higher education. Like this takes a lot of money, takes a lot of time. There's not no shit that's easy. That's like, oh, easy breezy, boom. No, the fuck it's not. Like anybody trying to make you think that is delusional. Most of these people, it take them about a good 20 years to get a master's, and probably damn near 30 years to get a bachelor's. If they have kids young, that is. You know, if you got a good support system and you don't have no kids yet, it's quicker, it's easier. But if you have kids young, yeah, it's gonna take you about a good 20 to 30 years. And bitch, at this point, it's probably not gonna take you no motherfucking years because it's probably gonna be impossible now. I mean, I'm talking about them old school days where shit was normal and the cost of living wasn't so high. You know, you could get more done. But now, when you're working, you have to stay employed and you can't take time off to go to school and nothing. Like you have to work all damn day just to pay your bills, and you check the check. Now you can't. It's almost impossible to do it now. And it's these fucked up males, these nasty corroded ass males are doing that. They trying to create this whole. They doing this on purpose because they don't want you to get a higher education no more. They trying to stop your ass. They saying, bitch, you need to prioritize having some bum ass kids that you can't afford. You need to do that and worry about that and stop worrying about, money and trying to live a comfortable life. You need to stop worrying about it. Just live at your mama house. Just live at your mama house or just go bum somewhere to live. Or live on a fucking street. It don't matter. It's gonna be a lot of young female deaths. And I feel like even if a female don't get sick, she'll probably kill herself and just like try to kill herself off, in that situation. Like if she don't have no support and you know what I'm saying, she just trying to be a parent and then trying and with no support, and then I'm pretty sure that's gonna lead to either sickness or suicide. One of the two. So, cause these bitch ass males, like, look at what they're doing. Like, they constantly promoting being a bitch ass dude, looking like a little fucking hoe. That's all they promote. They clearly are not. They're saying that this is the standard. Like, this is who I am. I'm not helping you. I'm not being no man. I'm not being held to no masculine role or expectation. You're not going to. I'm not going to provide for you. I'm not doing that. This is not that generation. Like, we bitch niggas now. So I think these males are embracing death and extinction. I think they want to be exterminated. I do. Hell yeah, I definitely would kick my daughter out if she got pregnant. I would kick her ass out and, let the woods have her ass. Like, straight up. Like, get the fuck out. If I told you and I let you know that I'm not playing those games and you do it anyway, oh, you getting the fuck out. For sure. I don't play that. That's what the old schools used to do too. If you're grown enough to try to go out there and have a family, you better be grown enough to be able to support that family by yourself. That's what the old schools taught me, because that's how they used to be when I was growing up. Like my grandma and granddaddy and uncles and the elders in my family, they didn't play that shit. If you did grown up people shit, you was gonna have grown up people consequences. You wasn't about to be getting coddled or none of that shit. Like, you knew what you was doing. Because if they have a conversation with you and let you know it's not tolerated in their house and you do the shit anyway, oh yeah, you're done. Go your ass out there and live your life as a fucking adult. Since you want to be one so bad. Yeah, get the fuck out my house. Because in my house, it's my rules. That's how that shit works. You're not living in your own house. You don't have no money to live in your own house. You don't do what the fuck you want to do in my house. You got to make that real clear. Unless you a dumbass. See, these young parents are dumb. That's my point. They're fucking stupid. They want to be, they still thinking like a teenager. That's why the fuck you don't have kids young. Your brain ain't fully developed to actually groom your children as they need to be groomed and understand consequences. Period. This ain't no motherfucker. No, we're not homies or none of that shit. So I'm not your little homegirl that's gonna coddle your ass and play homegirl with you. I'm not your homegirl. I'm your mama. You gonna do what I say or you gonna get the hell out. Period. No question, no conversation, no opinion, no nothing. And you gotta really explain it. You know, you got to really thoroughly let them know you know what the fuck you're doing and you know what I said and you know why I said it. Because I didn't just give you a demand. I told you exactly what the fuck, why you're not going to do that shit. I'm not taking care of your child. Period. You don't have enough money to take care of your child. I don't want any more kids in my house. Period. That's it. It ain't no question. I'm not your damn, what the hell you think this is? When you have a family, that's you having a family because you grown enough to have one. You do understand that, right? I'm not your damn man. I'm not, no, what the fuck you think I'm about to be in that situation? I'm not taking care of you. Period. It's one thing if some shit happens, like you grown and you have kids and then something happens and you have to lean on somebody for help or until you get on your feet or some shit like that. That's a whole different situation. But if your ass defy me as in your, this is before a mistake is even made, and you forewarned about it, and you do the shit anyway like you gonna run shit, the fuck you're not running me. You're about to go out there and face the real world. That's what the fuck you about to do. Because that's what them old schools taught me. Period. And it's the right way to raise people. You don't coddle, no. I ain't your fucking homegirl. The fuck your son get somebody pregnant, kick his ass out of your house. Get the fuck out and go be a man now. Because you done got somebody pregnant. You want to be daddy? Now you're going to be daddy because you're getting the fuck out of my house. Period. You already know how I fly. Because I already told you what it is. Get out. Tough love. It'll teach your ass a valuable lesson. I don't know what the I know that Soncerae probably did. Um she probably did talk about not being with black dudes, but she was wishy washy. So um yeah, you know, you might say that one, you know, a few videos because you just saying that, but I don't think that she um was not. I mean, it looked like to me on her channel, I mean on her page, that she was still talking, you know, romanticizing being with these niggas. So that's what I saw. Her latest post before she died supposedly was her gassing up Bells and, you know, romanticizing being with them still. Like, she was still acting like she can find Mr. Right and everything was gonna be cute. That's what it was looking like to me. So she's very delusional. But yeah, I definitely don't tolerate no BS, and I feel like that's why I'm not really having shit to do with other black women and shit, because I see that a lot of black women are mentally delayed, and something primitive and weird about a lot of them. So I'm not really socializing with a lot of black women. Like, I'm kind of done with that stage in my life of like, I don't. It ain't no new friends. It's just old acquaintances. At this point, like I don't have a lot of black females around me, because I feel like it's something wrong with black women. Like, they sick and demented. You know what I'm saying? Because they are. It looked like to me a lot of them trying to be on the same level as they daughters or something. Like, they don't act like they're adults. They don't think like a grown ass adult. You know what I'm saying? Like, they asses think they're teenagers and shit, and they want to be homegirls with their sons and daughters, and it's fucking weird. And that's why these kids gonna be fucked up. And my daughter's gonna be raised, and is being raised actually, to not fuck with anybody else who's weird. You know what I'm saying? Where you think that you just gonna do whatever the fuck you want to, and in life, just you just do whatever you know. The fuck, you're not doing what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, not not that I don't allow that. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't want her growing up and being socialized with other black women's kids who think they can do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And be out there just trying to play and pretend like they grown, playing house and shit, but you still coming to my house and don't have nowhere to fucking live, but you want to play daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to go out there and get people pregnant or get pregnant and play this little game like you playing house, but then the fuck you in my house and I got to deal with your kids when the fuck I don't want to. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't fuck with that. I don't play that. And a lot of black women ashy asses looking like, to me, that they do, that's how they think. All right. Like, they think that it's cool. Like, they don't have no control over their damn kids. They don't want no control over their kids. And they just like fucking people up. Just weird ass bitches out here. They don't have no care for their kids. They letting them do whatever the hell they want to do. I mean, they kids are basically running their ass, and I don't play that. Cause I swear, look at these sons. These little ashy ass niggas going around getting these little girls pregnant and shit, and they still living with their fucking mama. How that work? How that work? Why is this little fuck boy still in your house, and he going out there making families with girls and shit like he grown, and you still letting him live at your fucking house? Why are you letting him do that? Fuck is wrong with you? These black bitches out here teaching these black dudes to be bitch ass dudes. They raising these little fucking nignogs to be a damn problem, and they doing it on purpose. I'm seeing these bitches do it. They raising their son to be a punk ass bitch who think he a princess, getting princess treatment. Black women out here raising their sons to be that way. Yes, look at those hoes as the enemy, because that's what the fuck is the problem. This dusty hood rat bitch who ain't got no sense. Okay? She don't hold her damn son to no damn responsibilities, no standards, nothing. He just does whatever the fuck he wants to. Look at how these little ashy ass niggas carry themselves. Who's checking these little motherfuckers? Certainly not their mothers. And where the fucking daddy at? Who the fuck knows? Nobody knows what them niggas is. These little boys, they just look at them. I can tell by their attitude and the way they carry themselves that they don't have no respect for adults or authority. They don't have no respect for females. They don't have no respect for life. Black women they raising those little mother effers. So them little pieces of garbage are not going to be coming around my daughter. Keep your trash over there with you. Don't have that little ashy nigga around my daughter. I'm serious as a heart attack. I don't play that shit. Cause you know, look, I already know what the future is looking like because these black women gonna be looking for other black females to pawn their sons off on. Cause that's where the culture is going. This is the standard. These niggas being a bitch nigga is the standard now. So when these niggas continue being emasculated hoes and don't have no responsibility and no respect for life or respect for their manhood to the point where they know what they need to be doing because they damn mamas ain't checking them and shit and ain't trying to fix this problem, then you know what I'm saying, they gonna be looking for other black women to pawn their sons off on because they gonna get tired of living with their son and their son being their goddamn boyfriend and being up in their fucking house. And this bitch raising his kids in her house. She gonna get tired of that. So what these hoes gonna have to do at that point is they gonna have to look for other black women to get them niggas out of her house with. She'll be leeching off of other black women, trying to find other black women to connect with so her son can have somewhere to go when she's really, really ready for him to leave. Either that or the sick bitch gonna try to make her son her boyfriend. She gonna end up fucking with her own son. Like, this is where shit is headed at. Because she can't find no man, the fuck nigga that she allowed it to impregnate her is trash and don't really contribute to raising her kids. She gonna be making the son, she gonna groom him to be her boyfriend, to act as her boyfriend. Live in her house, help pay the bills in her house. She gonna have to. Because she's a male-centered bitch who thinks that a male is gonna save her or should save her. So she gonna have to make her son that dude. Because ain't no another nigga about to be him. And that's fine by me, bitch. Go fuck with your son. That's bitch, yes. Keep him with you. And forbid him from getting women pregnant or, you know, all of this mess, you know, keep him in the house with you. But see, that's not how black women move. They don't do that. They encourage their sons to go find other females to make, you know, the get them to be a part of her shit. Her fucked up mentality and her messed up family dynamic. She want to go fuck up other females. She want her son to go around initiating other females into her dysfunctional situation. Black women be doing that. They some little disgusting. Like, I watch them do it. I watch them do it all the time. Because they male apologists, and the male apologist black women are always emphasizing their goddamn sons and making it seem like he a victim some kind of way, or he didn't mean no harm, or he not like that. You know what I'm saying? They always apologizing for them little motherfuckers. That's all they ever do. That's why them little dudes are fucked up in the first place. Because they always have an apologist ass mom emphasizing them and victimizing them. So keep that garbage over there with, bitch, don't bring that shit over here because I'll shoot it. I don't give a fuck. I ain't even fucking play. Them sons that they keep raising are dangerous. They are a fucking threat. So I'm going to treat the shit accordingly. Yeah, I told you these dudes don't have no future planning. Cause these dudes live, I'm telling you, the average Negro lives day to day. He do not live like he gonna be alive in 20 years. The average Negro, I feel like, don't believe he's gonna be alive in 20 years. So he don't even have that in the back of his head. So his thing is, I'm living by the damn day. So wherever I can stay at today, that's the plan. Wherever I can stay at for the week, that's the plan. I don't give a fuck about any future tense scenarios where I need to have my own place to stay and be able to really survive off of myself. They don't think like that. They really don't. It's sick, but they don't. I don't know what to tell y'all because I'm telling you. That explains why the hell they can't pay rent and they don't give a shit. They're not on the internet talking about that. They're not on the internet talking about their not I ain't even gonna say shortcomings. They're not talking about the fact that they can't afford to take care of themselves. They don't care about it. They don't make a big deal out of it. They don't spend no energy on it. They just don't care about it. So you have to know what some fucked up males with a mentality like that, that um they don't have no care for no kids. Like, you shouldn't be having kids with them. They whole goal is to leave you a single mother. They don't even expect to be here. So you know that they don't have no intention on helping you raise no damn kids. Because they ain't even thinking about that shit, because they don't even think they're gonna be alive long enough for their kids to even, to see their kids as adults. They don't think they're gonna live long enough. They just seeing if they're gonna make it. Like, they going day by day, just taking it day by day. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be here in 10 years. I don't know, this could be my last day. I don't give a fuck. Really, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they think. But when they start moving up in age, when they get about 40, that's when shit start clicking in. I need to lock a woman down. I need to get, married, or get some female to take care of me. And I need to do right by my kids now, because I'm about to get old and I'm going to need them to help me when I get old. I'm going to need them to call them to run errands for me and to help me with this, to help me with that, and all this shit. And now I'm going to try to be fake cool. These niggas is fucked up. Like, with their mentality. They are terrible. They deadly. They are deadly. They're deadly. They're not living long. Their lifespan short. You can't get nothing out of them. You're having kids with them and you're not benefiting from doing the shit. Not even a little bit. Look at Soncerae. Hello? That's what this live is about. Look at her lifespan. Look at how much time she spent on these niggas worrying about a nigga, and look at how her life ended. That's what I'm talking about. That's the average black woman's life. All you end up doing as a black woman is slaving away at some damn bum ass job who don't give a fuck nothing about you. And then you end up dead, struggling to pay a bill. That's all black girl. Like, not even only in just everyday life, but in Hollywood, it's the same. Them black women always dying broke. The men made all that money off of them, billions of dollars, and they end up broke, dying penniless. It's sad. These people can't even enjoy the fruits of their damn labor. It's sad. And then if they marry, that's how they end up fucked up, because when you marry, that nigga leeching off of your money and off of your stuff, so you don't even have the ability to be able to future plan, so you won't be still working when you 60, 70 years old. I'm talking about the people in Hollywood, the women in Hollywood. They can't future plan. They have all of these parasites around them leeching off of their money. They don't even be thinking future tense. Like, I need to really set myself up so I don't have to work at 60. Because I can't be sexy and be that woman that made all this money. I can't be that at 50 and 60. Ain't nobody gonna want to come see me at 50 and goddamn 60. Not like that. But they still be touring and working. When they old, it's sad. And they die broke. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? This shit is across the board. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, it's across the board. Black women keep dying broke, lonely, and poor, and still be fucking with these males, not even teaching their daughters not to fuck with these males. How many times you got to see this play out? These males don't be by your side when you die. They don't. They be either dead already, or your ass end up fucking poor and a slave, slaving away for your next dollar, no matter what age you are. It just don't. It needs to stop. Shit is ridiculous. Yeah, Soncerae is the prime example of black women in general, because they always, gassing up these males and fucking with these males and getting pregnant by these males. They don't have nothing to show for no males that they get pregnant by. They just don't. The average black woman ain't getting shit out of the niggas they fuck and get pregnant by. It's as simple as that. Like, we can try to act like Soncerae is a one-off situation. No, the fuck it's not. No, she's not. Black women die like that every day. Whether you die at 45 like that, or 55, or 65, or 75, what fucking difference do it make? That's how most black women are going to fuck out. And I'm telling you right now that this generation is going to be going out like she did. I feel like Soncerae is the depiction of the average millennial and how they're gonna die. I really believe that. I feel like she is the prime example of what's going to happen to most black women of this generation. Because I don't know if she's a millennial or a Gen X. I think she's probably Gen X, but I feel like millennials gonna end up like her and Gen Z. Yeah, so yeah, Gen X. I would think that Gen X black women died from black males the most. I would think so, because that was the crack epidemic kids, and that was the hip hop gangster rap kids, right? Gen X. So they was just destructive. Like, their generation was very destructive. And them bitch ass niggas was just disgusting. Like, Gen X males that's Diddy. Gen X males is Diddy. All of them bitch ass niggas, like, they come from that generation, like, they trash. Most of that ashy garbage who you see online is either Gen X or Gen X's kids. Talking all that dumb shit, saying stupid ass woman hating gay, all of that. That's coming from Gen X. So yeah, I just feel like black women need to get used to that and knowing that that's what's to become of you if you keep getting pregnant by these Negroes and trying to build families with them and acting like the shit that's happening ain't happening, and you keep being delusional about the situation. You gonna end up just like Soncerae. Period. That's what you gonna end up. You gonna end up dead, young and dead, and your kids gonna be left to fend for themselves. Pretty much. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, these males don't care. See, these males are parasites. They operate as parasites, so they don't care about your health. These males are not prioritizing no black woman's health. They're trying to kill you. They don't care about. They just trying to live. They're trying to find a way for them to exist comfortable. Okay? They want to exist comfortably at your expense, and they don't give a shit about you. So killing you off ain't shit to them because they don't like you anyway. So they're not prioritizing your health. They only prioritizing their lives. All they give a fuck about is finding some educated black woman making some money, some Aunt Jemima who they can leech off of. I'm telling you, the average Negro, that's how he think. He trying to say, I'm a bum, I ain't got the money, I can't provide for you. You need to have low standards, but you need to have high expectations about your life and your money and your career and your education. You need to be a high achiever so that I can benefit from it. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm a nothing ass nigga. I'm not doing all of that extra shit to make more money and to provide. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not even doing it for myself. So I'm damn sure I ain't doing it for you. So you need to get on your shit and be a boss. It's niggas right now saying that shit because I just watched a live that some nigga did talking shit about Soncerae. And that's what he was saying on his videos. Is that she was a bum and she lived her whole life, scamming on the internet and not getting a job and living in a hotel. And she still to this day, to the day she died, she didn't want to get no job and make money and take care of her son by herself. So that's exactly what these niggas is saying on the internet about Soncerae. That's what they're saying. That's their lasting um attitude about her. And that's their mentality as a collective, is that you're a loser if you're not making a shitload of money. Like right now, you have to be rich. You have to be rich to be comfortable. You have to be making about $5,000 to $6,000 a month to be comfortable now. And if you ain't making it as a black woman by yourself, because you on your grind, you this business bitch. If you're not on that level, they clowning your ass. They saying, bitch, you're a loser. They really believe you supposed to be making that kind of money on your own. This is what these fucking bitch ass males think. You look at other communities and these women are not making that kind of fucking money on their own. They come from people who work. They have a support system. They all, what I'm saying, the family as a whole are taking care of each other. The men are taking care of, they just as responsible as the women. Everybody working, everybody putting their money in the pot and taking money out the pot together to live. And these bitch ass faggots are clowning black women on being broke because they don't have that boss nigga money on their own, or a boss man money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to be fucking Diddy, having Diddy money on your own as a black woman. This is what these niggas out here believing. Right, that's how a lot of black women gonna go out, because they keep believing in this boss bitch aesthetic that's not real. If you look at black women's average, statistics of their average income, they not bosses. They telling you that lying ass shit on the internet to delude you into thinking that being a boss black woman is the norm. Like that's the norm. You supposed to be a boss. You supposed to be have all these businesses and have all these degrees. You supposed to be at the top of the food chain. These are lies, because if you look up the numbers, that's not even true. The average black woman is not making money like that. Like, that's a lie. You're not making no money like that. You're not no motherfucking you. Girl, wake up and smell the coffee, because that's not real. Okay, black women ain't get no leg up by no bitch ass male. You can see it when you look at the numbers. You're not getting no leg up. You getting married don't make you have more money. You fucking these niggas don't make you have more money. Like, this is not happening. You're not getting no money through these males. They not fucking with y'all. And they not giving you no money. When you with them, you're giving them money. You're doing all the fucking work. That's the average. Look at the statistics. Most of you not even fucking married. And even if you get married, the motherfucking dude you marry is gonna be broke. You can't even pay rent. These males are some fucking dirty ass fucking parasites. They want you to be a boss girl, lady mentality having female so they can leech off of your ass. It's a game they playing on you. They trying to play you. But the minute that you have kids, that puts your ass in in poverty. You understand? As soon as you have kids, that's what's fucking your income up. Because you becoming a single mother puts you in poverty. These males are useless and fucking worthless. Do you understand? The males in your community are poor, lazy ass garbage. They don't have money to pay the fucking rent. And they're trying to keep the standard that way. Which is why they always clowning black women on how much money black women have instead of other niggas. You notice how they don't clown other niggas about being fucking broke? These bitch ass niggas can't even afford to pay fucking rent. You black women are at the bottom. You're not even considered middle class because these niggas ain't got no money. But they keep on putting it on you instead of themselves. They acting like they're not the reason why you're poor. They're the fucking reason why you're poor. They are the reason why the fuck you not considered middle class. They're the reason why your fucking statistics look like they look. With you being the breadwinner and poor at the same fucking time. It's them. You ain't the reason why you're on welfare. They keep talking shit about welfare, but they're the reason why you on welfare. They're the reason why you need government assistance. Okay? They're the reason why you need food stamps and aid. Government aid. That's why. Because of them. They're broke. They're poor. They don't have no money. Like all the people who are not considered poor in other communities, who are regular people, it's because the males in their racial group work. They sustain income to add to those households. So therefore, their women are not considered poor because they asses have men giving them money. They have daddies, they have uncles, and they have brothers, and they have husbands that help them out financially. That's why those women are not considered poor. Black women are poor because you keep having babies with pieces of shit who don't fuck with you and ain't giving you nothing. Don't offer you nothing. Your daddies are broke, your brothers are broke, your uncles are broke, your boyfriends are broke, your husbands are broke. That's why you ain't got no money. And that's why they say that black women are welfare queens and all that dumbass shit. One minute you're the most educated women in the country, and the next minute you all of you on food stamps. You see, y'all hear that? Y'all don't see how that don't make no sense. How they depict black women is really irrational and illogical. Don't even make no sense. You're a welfare queen, but you're highly educated. That don't make sense. It's either one of the fucking two. It can't be both. So what you do in that case, you go to the statistics and read and see what the fuck is looking like. How many black women have bachelors? How many black women have masters? How many black women make six figures? How many black women are considered middle class? How many black women? What's the average income for black women? What's the average income for black women this age? How many black women are working in this job field? All of that shit matters. So, like I said, in my personal opinion, black women, they going to end up like Soncerae. They're going to end up like exactly like that, because that boss bitch aesthetic is going to have a real fucked up impact on black women. Cause that boss shit is stupid. Like that's slavery. I don't see why black women don't understand or see that as slavery. Whenever they're promoting to you to be a worker, like to be a nonstop businesswoman who's working all day, all night, 24 hours, no sleep, no rest, no break. You struggle working for your next check. That's not good. That's not no boss shit. Those fucking niggas are calling it boss stuff, boss chick, because they lazy fucking bums who don't want to work and make more money. They don't want to get two jobs. They don't want to have 2 or 3 jobs. They're not trying to outwork you, and they're not trying to compete with no other male group. So they don't give a fuck. That's why they putting all of this boss shit on you. They calling you lazy. Women and these bitch ass niggas calling you broke and poor. Then they trying to clown you for getting to educate. These motherfuckers are trash. You don't even deal with them. The thing that's making you poor is their raggedy ass. It's as simple as that. That's why you don't listen to them. No, black women need to work. Of course, you gotta take care of yourself, but you need to work smart. That's all. And you don't need to be prioritizing work like a slave, because that's how slavery happens. Like when you glorifying working and shit and being a boss worker, that's when you fucking up. That ain't cute. You don't never need to be in no situation where no damn job can abuse the fuck out of your ass. They could abuse you if you're that destitute to work. They can start abusing you. That's how abuse happens. That's how rape happens. These companies can exploit the shit out of you when you think like that. These damn companies don't give a fuck. And then you stupid enough to buy into having a family and being a worker boss. So basically, you trying to be the man and the woman in your own household. What's wrong with you? Why do you think you should be doing all of that by yourself? Why? Why would you need to be a boss and a mother at the same damn time? That's not even logical. It's not practical, and it's not gonna happen. And there ain't no female living like that either. So, nope, it's not happening. That was the boomers and shit. They were able to do that because the government called for them to be able to do that. That was right after feminism and civil rights. They was getting handouts. They was getting help. They was getting help to get to a higher level of education and to be career women. That was being incentivized, and now they trying to fuck with you. So they're not making it easy anymore. Now they just trying to drive you crazy. Yeah, men are supposed to be the ones working their ass off, and just because they don't have shit else to do. Men don't have nothing to do. They don't have nothing to do. They don't have to really tend to no kids like that. You understand? They don't have shit to do. They can work 2, 3 damn jobs. The fuck? So if they ain't willing to do that shit, why you fucking with them? Why would you have kids? Man, I don't understand. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. That's all I wanted to say, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this live, and I will talk to y'all later.